Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Matt with Boys Crypto. Blood red in the streets. What caused this capitulation in the crypto markets? Let's dive in and see. And yesterday, man, maybe we spoke too soon. Yesterday we were calling, hey, this may be the turnaround for the altcoins. This may be the turnaround for Bitcoin that was supposed to lead us to a leap up to about $104,000, breaking that $100,000 range and go beyond potentially to all-time highs. And then we had some catastrophic news, everyone. We had some catastrophic news. North Korea, Kim Jong-un jumped in and he said, no, I will hack you. He somehow got into Bybit and caused a massive scare in the market as about $1 billion in Ethereum was stolen from the network. Since then, they've been working on acquiring those funds back, but that massively scared the market this morning, and blood red in the crypto space. Are your coins safe on those exchanges? Are your coins going to be taken by North Korea or some other kind of hacker, right, due to a lack of security? Or was this just kind of a one-off event? We have seen hacks before, and this did happen on a low volume Friday, which allowed them to move the prices down very, very quickly. You can see double-digit losses here in some of the bigger coins. We do have our virtual call that we put out yesterday, still in the money, baby, still in the money, absolutely ripped up to about $1.30 since we called the bottom at about $1.03. So let's see if that holds up, right? But that's one of the only coins that's holding up. Everything else got absolutely rinsed. I'm in a long here on Ethereum that is majorly underwater. The rest of the positions have been closed, right? We have taken some losses over the last 24 hours, right? So let's go down here, position history, right? Lost 52 here, lost 25, gained 29, lost 2, gained 53. So we were kind of breaking even there, and then we had our massive win streak that we were going on. Dogs, be quiet. All right. So we had the massive win streak going on, massive. We took a couple $100 gains and whatnot, and we are now sitting at about $5,667 in the account, including the loss that is currently on this trade that is unrealized. Why am I still in this trade? Why have I not jumped ship? Let's dive deep into it, into the only coin that we are currently in a trade on. Let's dive over into Ethereum. What am I seeing for Ethereum here? They almost got us, ladies and gentlemen. They almost got us, right? Let's jump on in the chat real quick. Sin Nasty Kid, hey man, we're gonna look at Kyoto. Great call yesterday. What a massive explosion it had. I saw it was up about 50% at one point. We will go over that on index screener for you here in a minute, man, right after we go over Ethereum, right? So Ethereum had a massive drop off on that news, right? Ethereum, the coin that was affected and had some massive capitulation wicks down before finding some kind of bottom here, and now I am seeing this flag kind of form out here on the 15-minute time frame. Can this push us back up further, break above this high volume node and take us to higher prices, back up to this high volume node right here at about 27, and break us back above this 15-minute 200 MA, which is absolutely critical for Ethereum to go and explore higher prices. I am excited to explore that with you guys and keep track of that with you guys on this channel. We have money at stake, ladies and gentlemen. We have money at stake here. We are currently down $200. Our stop loss is set at minus 397, and our take profit is 1527 for the totals we will gain and lose respectively for the trade. And our stop loss is set at 2605, and our take profit is set at $3,300. I do believe Ethereum is going to make a recovery here. I am still in a position, right? Based off this bull flag, I did see some bullish divergence forming here, right, on the 15-minute time frame, but that was afterwards. I was sleeping during this, everybody. I was asleep, snoozing, dreaming about the charts, dreaming that Bitcoin, I was going to wake up Bitcoin at 100K. I would get on here. I would be celebrating, blowing some party streamers and everything, but that is just not the case. These markets have been absolutely volatile, and it just seems like every time we get some kind of pump, there's a massive capitulation after that. And hopefully we get some stability here in the market pretty soon, maybe some rate cuts coming up here in the future, and we could get some positive news in the market, and get rid of all these like hacks, get rid of all this mistrust, these meme coin pump and dumps, right, that are absolutely wreaking havoc on the entire crypto space as a whole. Sin Nasty Kid, thank you for jumping on in, man. Let's dive in to your coin that you shouted out yesterday, Kaito, the number 3 coin on Dex Screener as of current, right? Let's dive into this, man. Let's dive into it. Looks pretty good. It looks like it was up. It's been up in the past 24 hours. Let's see what it had. I believe I left our flag on here. Let's see if that broke out to the upside or if we had some kind of other. Hey, baby, hey, here we are. Kaito breaking out of that inverse head and shoulder here from the downward sloping resistance and breaking up massively, breaking past the target, right, and going up, and we got some sell-off action in here, and it continued to go on its run. What happened? Well, we came up to the prior high and since got a little bit of a retracement. So what would I be looking here for Kaito in the near term? Let's get rid of this work here. Let's get rid of this work again. This is a lower market cap coin sitting at about $412 million, 305,000 in liquidity, right? Can it go somewhere? Absolutely. That is a relatively large market cap compared to a lot of the coins here on Dex Screener. But it is still yet to be recognized by a lot of the exchange. I know Coinbase listed it and everything, so that's really good. But I'd like to see some listings for some more. Woo! Where's my Fibby tool? Where's my Fibby tool? I'd like to see some more exchange listings and really be able to see if we could pump this price a little higher, right? Let's pull a fib here and look at that. It respected the 786 retracement absolutely perfectly. That's what you want to see when it comes to these kind of coins, right? And you'll start seeing bull flag after bull flag after bull flag, kind of like the Mantra Down network that we've seen over the past couple months absolutely take the world by storm. And look at what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, on the 15-minute time frame. This looks absolutely juicy. This looks absolutely juicy. This looks like those burgers that you used to see in the Hardee's commercials. Absolutely juicy, baby. Here we go. Let's draw this bull flag here. Right, and it's looking really good. It looks highly likely that we may come and break to the upside here. And does that take us above the prior all-time highs? It does for Kyoto. So we may be seeing a $2.11 Kyoto in a very quick fashion. Possibly even by the end of the stream today, we may get that positive price action. Let's see. Diving on into the chat. Thank you, April. Thank you, Michaela, for being here. You guys are awesome. I do not have a new haircut. I did not make it to the barber today. I got it. I did have it slicked back at one point. But we're leaving it as it is right now. I may go for the man bun feature like the Tarzan. All right, let's see. Yippee, yippee. Hey, what's going on? Sin Nasty Kid. These are holding for the floor like crazy, buying up the whales. Yeah, whales may be buying up here, man. Yeah, and what I do like to see, anytime you see falling volume here, with consolidation, right? That is telling me that there is going to be an explosive move coming in the near term. Let's see if we could get that to the upside. It does look really likely as you have a higher high, you have a higher low. You did technically put in a that's an equal high, but you know, didn't break market structure, and you have a higher low right here. Are we going to put in another higher high before coming back, making a higher low, and then just start stair stepping to the upside as all assets do, right, when they go on these kind of parabolic runs? It is very unlikely that we're just going to see a whoop for Kyoto, right? Because what happens when you get that kind of massive rip up? You're followed by substantial red candles, right? And you never want to chase those massively green red candles. Look what would have happened if you chased here on Kyoto, right? Ooh, man, these indicators are getting me here on the Dex screener. All right, we had some massive green candles, right? And if you chased here, you started getting underwater. And unless you're getting in these projects really early, you do want to wait for some kind of consolidation, an area where you may want to enter and pick up some coins, vice chasing after green candles, because oftentimes there is a retracement, a perfect opportunity in my opinion. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you are speculating on this asset booming further to the upside, this bull flag does look very promising to me. Currently sitting at about 171. You can look at this bull flag breaking out, right? And again, this project is very new. I believe it's less than 48 hours old. Anyway, here the price history on Dex Screener anyway. Yeah, this came out This came out on the 20th of February, right? We're sitting at the 22nd. Yeah, so about 48, 72 hours old. Let's see if we can get that push to the upside. This would be my long idea right here. You can only trade it on spot. I don't believe there's any futures listings open for Kyoto. When that happens, it often leads to massive price pumps because people like to buy, start buying contracts, long contracts. People see Binance listings and things like that as massively bullish news. Let's see if we could get this long here on Kyoto breaking to the upside. I would put a stop below or sell out right underneath this wick right here. if you're speculating on a short-term move to the upside. Kyoto, baby. Kyoto looks very juicy, and we will be tracking this here in the future. So wants to look at Yeppy coin. What chain is that on, man? Is that on Solana? Well, let's look. Yeppy. The biggest meme coin that I've seen here in the news recently, Kanye West Yeezy coin, baby. Yeezy coin. Oh boy, here we go. Yeppe. I see lots of Yeppe. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, man. I'm going to go with the one that's at the top here, an hour and 30 minutes old, absolutely ripping to the upside. I don't know what that picture is. Creature of Frankenstein. It's Kanye West. No way. It's Kanye West with the big eyes, the Pepe eyes. I love that. All right, so let's dive in here. It's very critical whenever you're talking about this Yeezy coin or anything associated with Kanye West to dive in, look at the holders, look at the liquidity providers. This one's not looking too bad, right? Nobody holds a large majority of the supply. It does have a good amount of liquidity compared to market cap, right? About 68,000. Any of these can be an absolute rugger at any time. You don't know if these are multiple wallets that are controlled by a single entity that they all dump on you at the same time. Is that possible? Yes, but I mean, with a lot of speculation going on about Kanye West releasing a coin here soon, we don't know exactly what it's going to be called. Yeezy's what's been flashing in the news, but whatever he endorses on his Twitter account is what's going to be that absolutely pumps to the moon. I believe since Kanye West has a massive worldwide presence, we may see some kind of Trump coin mania, right? Everybody's asleep on the other side of the world, or currently in the United States, right? So let's see if that could if that gets that pump, and then the United States finishes it off with a massive squeeze in the morning. If Yeezy does release tonight, nobody knows exactly when it's going to release. Let's dive in here. Sin Nasty Kid, glad you're here. Yeah, thank you, April. Right, yeah, so we will see. Yeppe, that's what I'm looking at for Yeppe on, or we got to look at Yeppe on Sol. Getting a little ahead of myself here. Woo! All right, Yeppe, right, just came out, right? It's hard to do technical analysis sometimes on these newer coins, right? Because there's not a lot of data that's supporting us here, right? We are on the 1 minute time frame. This project came out at 10:40 tonight. It is currently, it is less than 2 hours old, about 90 minutes old. So this can go a number of ways. Technical analysis really isn't going to help us too much here when we're looking at the charts for these really early on assets, because you can see here in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, you had a massive 173% pump. Look at this dump on the 1 minute. You're already looking at a 13% dump in less than 5 seconds, right? Since we already drew this bull flag, right? So these assets are heavily speculative, and if you want to get in really early, it's the kind of risk you're going to have to take. That's the risk that people took when they got in early on Peanut, when they got early in on Pepe, when they got early in on Doge, when they got early in on Chill Guy. All the big memes that absolutely went to the moon, those are people took the risk right earlier on, and that's where you're seeing on Twitter, on Instagram, all those things about these people making big returns because they had the courage to put $20 or $100 in on something that had absolutely no market cap, right? So something with low market cap like this, 341,000, right? If you wanted to 10x your money, right, turn $100 into $1,000, this would only need to get to $3.4 million market cap, which is absolutely nothing in the crypto space, right? That's a $3 million market cap. A $30 million market cap is still nothing in the crypto space, right? You really aren't talking about a big project until you get into that 100 million, 200 million, 500 million zone, right? So is this a project that's really about to take off here? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on anything that has Kanye West tied to it unless we get confirmation on Twitter that Kanye West actually did release his coins. With that being said, he has publicly stated that the meme coin sector has been a pump and dump scheme for celebrities, right? And with that being, he also owns 70% of the token supply. His finances are definitely in question. It leads me to think that this may be another kind of, I want to say it's going to be a rugger, but I don't trust Kanye West with a lot of funds, right? I may trust him with 10, 20 bucks, try and get a quick in and out, right? But I'm not going to dump thousands of dollars into Kanye West's meme coin when the man owns 70% and can completely dump on his followers, as many celebrities have done in the past. you know, wink, wink, Trump coin, wink, wink, Melania coin, wink, wink, Hawk Tua, right? Is that just going to be another, right? And nobody wants to believe it, that their celebrity would do that to them. But the reality is that there hasn't been, that comes to mind, a single celebrity that I know of that hasn't taken massive profits on their fan base, right? And that's a sad thing to see, and an absolute slap in the face to the crypto industry. All right, any questions you guys have, any coins you guys want to go over, drop them in the chat. I'm happy to go over anything for you guys. I love giving you guys my opinions and technical analysis on all these speculative assets. Thank you for coming in here. Drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. All right, let's dive on over here into Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin, is this the beginning, right? Is this the beginning of the recovery for Bitcoin? I do like what I'm seeing here. The rounding isn't one of my favorite things. I don't like the rounding, right? But let's see if we could get, I don't like rounding. It's like rounding up your change at the grocery store. Nobody wants to do it, right? It's just a hassle. It is what it is, right? So we got this flag forming on Bitcoin. Are we going to get this push to the upside? Was this just a final squeeze for these longs before they decide to take this back up to 100K? That is likely, ladies and gentlemen. That is likely, right? We get above this high volume node. Where are we going? To the next high volume node, which sits up here at about 98.2. And if America wakes up and we're at 98.2 again, they're going to be mind blown. What happened? It can happen very, very quickly due to it being a Saturday morning, right? No liquidity in the market. Major markets around the world are closed except for the cryptocurrency space, right? So just individual players can have a heavy impact on this kind of price action. There's no institutional selling. There's no institutionals buying to kind of buffer that price action. So there's a lot of buys that come in for any of these projects over the weekend. You can see their price pump absolutely massively, right? In a very, very short period of time, including Bitcoin, just because the order books are so low, right? So coming on over here to crypto bubbles, it's nice to see, like in the past hour, we've had a little bit of relief here, but in the past 15 minutes, it goes right back to red. Let's see if we can flip this day around. Let's look at the daily, how the daily closed for Bitcoin, baby. It seemed like it took, we were looking so bullish, everybody. We were looking so bullish until we weren't. Let's get rid of some of this past work here. We were looking so bullish. Two massive green candles getting above the high volume nodes, right? Whoop, let's zoom out here. So the VRVP reset, come on, baby, come on. Don't let me revisit that Comcast, man. All right, yeah, we got above the high volume nodes right here, and we had that massive news event that dumped us all the way down to 95,000. It's crazy to think, right? It's crazy to think that we are talking about a dump, and Bitcoin's currently sitting at $95,000 with the entire bear market to accumulate underneath that $20,000 level, or around under that $50,000 level prior to Trump, actually. And it's crazy to think that we're talking about, oh, Bitcoin's dumping, this is the end, this is crazy. I see all that on Twitter, right? And we're sitting at $96,300, potentially about to push back up over 100K again, right? I don't think it's anything for this asset to take an absolute moonshot, and we could be at $120,000 in a week or two, right? It can happen, and it can happen fast. Look what happened back here when we broke out of our long period of consolidation here, right? Trump got elected, right, around the 8th, right? We were speculating around here around the 6th, and we had that massive capitulation to the upside here, right? Going from high volume node eventually to the next, where sellers started stepping into the next high volume node here. Boom, boom. And you had a massive 44% squeeze on the biggest crypto asset in the world. Let's dive on in here and look at where we closed on the daily. So the daily did close bearish, engulfing, not a sign that I want to see. I see the stochastics curving to the downside. Since then, I do like this wick that we're seeing here, right? And we do have a green candle beginning to form, but there are some resistances in the way. I want to see us close a daily candle above that 21 and get above this high volume node sitting here at 96,898. I would really like to see a daily candle close up there. Why? Well, that's showing me that there are more buyers than sellers in this region right here, and it will give me more faith that this whole support is going to hold over time, and that we may see continued capitulation to the upside to around that $101,000 or $102,000 level where the next high volume node sits, right? So we were speculating on this falling wedge right here. It did break out. It broke back down. Was this just a successful bullish retest right before we go and see higher prices? Look where that wick came down, everybody, speculatively right to that upper resistance line. Was that just a bullish retest? The perfect opportunity to get in on a breakout of this falling wedge to the upside. We will begin to see. All right, so tell me. Oh, no way. Discord's shut. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get that massive move to the upside. It looks like for Bitcoin here as this green candle forms. I do want to see us close today, even though it's a weekend and low volatility. I want to see us close above 97.2, a key support resistance area that we have been seeing for a long period of time. We've hovered around this area for a while now, an area of massive contention between the bulls and the bears. You can see it was resistance here. We broke above. It was support. It was support, right? Broke above. It was support. We broke back below it, broke back above it, right? Where are we going? Where are we going? We found support right here. Boom. We found support. You know, we found support. We hovered around that area, had that massive capitulation back on February 2nd, right? And since then, it has held us down. We did break above, right? But we failed to maintain above even for a single day just because of that news event. Was that just a fake out breakout, or was this a bullish retest? We are still chopping in the same area, everybody, for 19 days ever since we had that capitulation event February 5th, right? We're currently sitting at February 22nd. That's 17 days if my 5th grade math serves me correctly, right? And are we gonna see that finally break out of this boring zone? This space has been boring, everybody. This space has been boring. Look at the daily chart. We have not gone anywhere in almost 3 weeks. I want to see some movement, baby, some movement. If you're gonna wick me out, get me out of here, get me out of this trade, get me out of this Ethereum trade, get me, baby, get me. Like, if you want to get me, market makers, come get me. But look at this range. Look at this range. We've been here for a long time, all the way back since the 2nd, right? Since the 2nd, when we had that mass capitulation. We've been here for a long time, right? And this is Ethereum here, but you can see we've just been chopping around in this range. We hit the high, we hit the low, we hit the high, we hit the low, we hit the low. We came up, we hit the high, we hit the low, we hit the high, we hit the low, we hit the high, we hit the low. We've just been bouncing around in this range, in this channel, right? And this point of control serves as a massive point of contention for all assets right now, all altcoins, everything. I did see a lot of altcoins got absolutely shammered today, right? You have Mantle, right? You have Pepe's, Link. I was surprised to see Link slip as much as it did. Sui, right? You don't see many things that are green on the day. A lot of things took an absolute punishment. Let's go over to XRP, one of the strongest coins in the game right now, baby, and check out what's going on with the XRP chart. I did see that Coinbase did win its lawsuit against the SEC today. Really great news for the entire crypto space. I love to see that, and I want to see where Brian Armstrong goes in the future with celebrating that monumental victory, right? All right, so let's see. Let's clean up some of our work here. Boop, boop, boop. We did speculate on that falling wedge, or that bull flag breaking out to the upside, and it did, right? We were speculating also on a bull flag forming here, and then we had that massive capitulation, right, forming today after the news, and earlier this morning after the news, and we dumped massively to the downside, right? Let's zoom on in here and see what we are looking at. This doesn't really look too good to me, right? In my humble opinion, and again, anything can happen. It's cryptocurrency. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do should be taken as financial advice, but this does look a little bear flaggy to me, right? This does look a little bear flaggy on the 15-minute for XRP. That would be a massive drop for XRP back down in this 236 region. Where am I a bear for XRP in the near term? Whenever we fall beneath this high volume node at 241, which seems to be about confluence with that massive bear flag target, right? Are we going to get that? I absolutely hope not. We are forming some kind of, it looks like bullish divergence here on the 15-minute time frame, which could be enough to save us here, get us out of this nastiness, baby. Get us out of this nastiness, right? We have a swing across. It kind of swings up. Yeah, I can't even call that bullish divergence, right? It's kind of, yeah, it's not bullish divergence. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. We call it as we see it in the chart. So I do not like that on the lower time frame, or on the what time frame we're just looking at. On the 4-hour time frame, we don't have that bullish divergence yet, but I'm hoping that some of these higher volume areas can kick us back to the upside and eventually fill this gap up back to that $3.10 region, right? Same thing with same thing with XRP. We are still forming that. We did speculate on that Adam and Eve, right, breaking out to the upside. We didn't get that. That's crazy insane to see in the crypto space, everybody. Dry uvula. That's crazy to see. Crazy to see in the crypto space, because most of the time, 90% of the time, those things break out massively to the upside. So I mean, we're still ranging here kind of for XRP. Let's see if we can get the breakout, baby. The breakout that everybody would like to see. All the XRP holders that have been holding this for such a long time. I know we had some people in the chat yesterday that were talking about XRP holding it from 40, 50 cents. Congratulations to you guys. In order to see continued upside, you do want to see a breakout of this wedge to the upside. Bounce here off support break past the 4-hour 200 SMA and come back up to this high volume node, tested at $3.10. Once you get through that level, right, you're coming up to test all-time highs, and I'll be very, very surprised if XRP comes up here again without breaking through this high, right, as it has already tested it once, twice, and this will be the third time. The third time is usually when an asset likes to break through a support level when it's been touched over and over on the macro time frames, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at for XRP here in the near term. Anybody got any questions? Any coins we want to go over? Yepe coin, went over Yepe coin. Thanks, Sin Nasty Kid. Thanks for being here, man. Hit the like button. Appreciate you. Yeah, the PMG family kind of coming over, right? PMG. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hey, I do have an announcement to make for everybody. I know PMG likes to stream at about 11 o'clock Central Time. We are going to be shifting the live stream time to 9:30 Central Time. That's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody. We're going to be shifting that so I don't overlap with my good friend PMG, right, Chris? I don't want to overlap you, man. So we're going to be streaming at different times, and we could get the full grasp of the community. That is my plan going on into the future. That is going to start Monday night, baby. Monday night at 9:30. We will be jumping on in and doing what we do every single night, every single day for you guys. I just don't want to overlap Chris, right? I don't want to overlap Chris, and we want to see massive community engagement from everybody, and it doesn't do everyone justice if we're both streaming at the same time. You can't have both things, talking to you. That's like your mom in your one ear and, your girlfriend in the other telling you two different things. Like, what are you supposed to do, right? No, I'm just joking. You always go with your lady. But that's what that's like, right? So you don't want to... I don't want to overlap with Chris. So 9:30, baby, 9:30 p.m. Central Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, California time. Guys, just do your math. I don't know what time it is there, but do your math. 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody. That is when the stream is shifting to. I am excited to be here with you guys. It'll be a little earlier and get a larger community in with us as we all grow together, right? So that's what I'm looking at for XRP. Keep that stream on your calendar, everybody. Keep that stream on your calendar. I am excited to see you guys there, and that will be a permanent shift for the foreseeable future. We'll see how it pans out. I'm excited. If anybody has any ideas on how to grow the channel, grow the community, drop them in the comments below. I'm excited to hear from it, and I'll give you guys a shout out if those things do come to fruition. Thank you for joining me and being a part of this community, right? All right, so let's go back over crypto bubbles. Let's go over a winner today, baby. A winner today. ENA had a massive day. Let's go, ENA. To the ENA family, congratulations, ENA. We're gonna go over ENA. We're gonna go over the totals, and ENA has been taking an absolute pee-pee slap, baby. Pee-pee slap. You gotta hate that, right? All right, so let's see. ENA on the smaller time frames, we did get that break above the 200 SMA, right, on the 15-minute. That showed strength, and we had a massive rip, right, with Bitcoin last night before we had that capitulation down this morning, right around market open time. Yep, 10:30, 9:10, we got that news. All right, but since then, ENA has been one of the strongest recoveries. That is really awesome to see for ENA. Let's see on the higher time frames if we're breaking above further 200 MAs. We broke above the 30. We broke above the 1 hour. Right, the 2 hour is currently holding us down. I do like seeing this 21 MA start the curve. We're sitting right on a high volume node, but look at the price destruction that this coin has undergone over the past few months. This has been a straight downtrend, and some of these coins, these are going to be the best prices if alt season is to start soon. These are going to be some of the best prices that you could get, currently falling down to some high volume node areas, right? If one of these areas does catch, we break above the 2 hour 200 SMA. Look at the last time we broke above the 2 hour 200 SMA. We had a massive run. The 2 hour 200 SMA is very powerful, everybody. We broke below and we haven't been above. A strategy is whenever you cross the 200 MA, right? You cross here, you put a stop below the prior low, right? And you can target 2 to 1. That is always good. I like to come up to the next high volume node for some higher risk reward trades. A 4.6 to 1 risk reward trade. That's just a trade idea, right? I don't know much about this project. I'm not going to jump into the trade right now, and it's a low liquidity weekend. What is it like trading on the weekends, everybody? What is it like trading on the weekend? Carnage. Absolute carnage. The whales can do whatever they want to you, right? The individual whales, not the corporations, but the individuals can just wick price around and get you absolutely annihilated. So we don't want to see that, but ENA is showing strength here in the near term. Let's see how that plays out throughout the rest of the week. Again, each of these candles is 2 hours of time. So whenever we break above the 200 MA on the 2-hour time frame, we do tend to get some pretty bullish momentum right here. Bullish right here, big pump right here, big pump right here, big pump right here, big pump right here. Are we going to see another big pump here? Are we going to see another big pump here for ENA, baby? For ENA. You know what? We get above. Nah, we're not above the 2-hour. Keep on track with me on X, everybody. Keep on track with me on X. I'd post all my positions live for you guys. Entries, stop losses, targets, everything that I'm looking at in the markets. We get a close above this 2-hour 200 SMA. I will be longing, baby, with a stop below this prior low. I need to see a full candle body close for me to feel confident in this trade. I do like seeing this high volume node here, right, sticking out to us. That will serve as an area of support, right? It also will adjust as you zoom out here, right? And we do have price action all the way back from early November, right? Whenever we were getting that November pump. This is where election night we had that massive pump for ENA. We're sitting at prices below that, everybody. We're sitting at prices below where we were sitting when Donald Trump got in. Is this the next generational opportunity, right? And you can kind of see this here. You can kind of see this big whoop. Is this a falling wedge, right, Foreman? Falling wedges, baby. They love to break up 60% of the time. That looks breakouty to me. We get that close above the 2-hour 200 SMA. I will be taking a long here. I will be taking a long on our trading challenge and try to ride this juicy trade to the upside for a 5 point. Let's see. Let's zoom out here. Let's look at the VRVP to see kind of the risk reward we're taking. Right. Let's zoom down here. I like the high volume nodes. I like the high volume nodes. The next big one, right, sitting above the biggest. The next big one that I like to see for a speculative long, and I'll be taking profits along the way. For a speculative long, I will be looking at a 5.24 to 1 risk reward ratio, baby. So about 50 for 250 on this trade for the trading account based on the risk reward I like to take on these smaller cap coins outside of the top 10. Uvula, baby, uvula dry. Oh, all right. All right, what coins you guys got? What coins you guys got? Got kicked in the teeth today by H-bar. H-bar was a disaster today. You could argue that the entire crypto market was. Let's look at H-bar here. Let's pull it up. H-bar, baby. We did have this long idea put out. It was looking so good, baby. It was looking so good. It was looking so good off of this daily. We had this daily. Boop, boop, boop. Now let's zoom on in here. We had this daily, maybe not daily, 8-hour. That's what we're looking at for H-bar. The 8-hour. Boop. And this would have gotten stopped out, right? It is what it is. We just reset, right? Here we go. Here we go. Just a trade idea for H-bar got stopped out. Everybody use good risk management whenever you're dealing with these trades. We're trying to catch a reversal here, so you're likely to get stopped out once or twice. But when you find that reversal, you're looking to ride a juicy 5-to-1 risk reward ratio up, right, to your profits. This bearish divergence does, or this bullish divergence does tell us that before we break this low right here on the wick, we're going to break this high up here at around 28,364. That is a very wide range, everybody. This is 50% of the price, right, from up here. Like, you had some massive wicks around for H-bar. I do believe in H-bar. I think it's going to do really, really well in this space. It is one of the hottest coins in the game, in my opinion. It kind of mimics a lot of the XRP moves, but has since taken a bigger punishing. That is definitely for sure. It is lower market cap, but I think once we get an alt season, if we get an alt season, H-bar will be one of the top performers. Well, why, boys crypto? Why are we saying that? Yeah, well, I love the real world asset space. I love it, baby. And real world assets, I think, are going to be the thing that absolutely push us to new highs when it comes to some of these coins. H-bar hits all the wickets. Real world assets has massive partnerships, right? They have a lot of contracts going on, especially over in the Middle East area, talking about tokenizing, you know, gems, precious stones, and things like that. It is USA based, and here in Texas, baby, in Texas. Yeehaw, Texas! Shout out to all my fellow Texans here in the house. It is it's Texas. It's based in Texas. It's veteran owned. It hits a lot of the wickets. Well, why does that matter? Well, Donald Trump has mentioned that he wants to make crypto assets here as part of making America the crypto capital of the world. assets that are made here in the United States, based in the United States, tax-free. If that happens, ladies and gentlemen, we can see one of the biggest bull runs we've ever seen in this space. It'll dwarf these kind of movements, even though this is a 600% plus move, right? 500%, 550%. That tax-free on these assets will dwarf some of these some of the projects that aren't based in the United States, and a lot of money will flow into these assets. That is my speculative idea. Well, why? Well, any other crypto you'd be paying taxes on. You execute a sell, you realize some gains, you'll be paying some taxes, right? On HBAR, you may not have to pay any taxes. On XRP, you may not have to pay any taxes. On Chainlink, you may not have to pay any taxes. You could go on over here to crypto market cap, right? And they just made it. Why would they make a category just for USA coins? It was based off of that speculation, right? Over here on coin market cap. While we're here, let's take a look at the fear and greed. 38, baby, 38. Always a good idea to pick up some crypto whenever you're in these orange and your red areas. You're in the fear, baby. You're in the fear. We got a lot of room to go till greed, which means there's not a lot of faith in the market right now. Historically been an opportune time to purchase some of your favorite projects. In my opinion, it is a great idea to diversify into some of your stronger projects right now, right? You're shopping on sale, everybody. These are 50, 60, 70% discounts. And I think we're going to see, if we get this altcoin season and we believe Bitcoin's going to hold up over the course of this year, you're going to see some massive gains. And taking advantage of these opportunities, you're going to look back, in my professional opinion, and be like, wow, I cannot believe I got HBAR at 20 cents. I can't believe I got HBAR at 2150, right? I can't believe I got Bitcoin at 96. I can't believe I got Ethereum at 2600, right? Those are the kind of things. I can't believe I got Solana at 171. When Solana's trading at $500, you're gonna be telling your friends, yeah, I got back in at 171. Well, when did you do that? On that massive dip? Because that was the only opportunity you had to buy at 171 in the past, forever. So it takes a lot of courage to hit the buy button now, but that's what you want to be doing in these times of heavy fear, right? Warren Buffett, right? Buy when there's blood in the streets, baby. Buy when there's blood in the streets. That's what our good buddy Warren says. So this area right here, you got real world asset, right? Tokens, which I think are going to be absolute fire, and they put a fire emoji right next to it just for me, right? Ignore all the other ones. Right, we got the USA here. USA, all these projects are made here in the United States, right? Shout out to all my USAians, right? Congratulations to you guys. You guys live in the best country in the world. I love you all, right? So as we scroll down, we can see all these massive projects. HBAR sitting at number 16 on the USA chart, right? Going down, Polkadot animated their logo. I love that, right? And going down, you see a lot of these stronger projects. Ondo, one of my favorite projects, Ondo, right? Got an absolute beatdown today. You got Trump, obviously, Render. A lot of these big projects that have been absolute mammoths in the space that have been taking an absolute beatdown lately are categorized in this Made in USA category here on coinmarketcap.com. An awesome area to get a glimpse of the market overall, right? I do like to use crypto bubbles because I am I like visual stimulus. I like looking at the big boobles, right? I like looking at the big boobles, and it's very helpful to me, like physically, right? Like with my eyes to be able to see. I can't look at 1 through 100, right? On Coin Market Cap, I have to scroll down. Everything's here. I can look through 1 through 100, 1 through 200 with the click of a mouse, right? And all the bubbles go around my screen and keep me happy, like a cat with one of those virtual stimulus videos on YouTube, right? So that's what I like to see when it comes to looking at the market as a whole. Drop your questions in the chat, anybody. Drop your questions in the chat. I love you guys. I really appreciate everybody spending their time here with me on this beautiful Saturday morning. Early bird gets the worm, baby. Early bird gets the worm. Everybody else is out there drinking, partying, doing whatever they're doing, and we're here trying to catch the next big move, baby. The next big move. What if Yeezy coin drops right now? Everybody would be caught with their pants down in the bar, not being able to type on their phone, right? And we're gonna be here fully conscious, fully aware, ready to take advantage of this juicy opportunity, right? So that's what that's just something that's pretty cool about being here on your early Saturday morning. Thank you everybody for joining me. All right, so progress can't be verification. We bounce. Yeah, we bounce, baby. We bounce, April. That's right. Yeah, sorry you got kicked in the teeth by HBAR, man. That was one of my more speculative ideas. I do think that divergence is going to play out right over time. But you're still going to range in this area. You could definitely range in this area for a while. These are 8-hour candles, man. There's nothing to be it is no joke. But this bearish divergence is strong, baby, strong on the 8-hour. Let's look at the 12-hour time frame, see if it's forming on a even higher time frame. Oh yeah, you got it on the 12-hour, baby. The 12-hour. These are some massive time frames that you want to keep on your radar and look for divergence, right? Because whenever you see divergence, it is likely price is going to pump in the opposite direction, right? Let's go back and let's see the last time we had any kind of divergence here on H bar, maybe even before these bigger moves, right? Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's see if any divergence is what kicked us out of here. We do have divergence right here on the 12-hour, right? We did get a reaction. Eventually we did come back down right below, but this bull div did play out as we had a swing down in price right here, or a swing across, swing down right in price, right? It's kind of small in 12-hour time frame. Boop, boop, boop. But you had a swing up on the RSI indicator, and that eventually kicked us up. It said we would break this high, right? Before we would break this low, right? And we definitely did. We broke that high before we broke this low, right? Broke that high, came up, tested the 12-hour 200 SMA, and then we came down and broke that low. But that doesn't matter because the RSI indicator reset, right? Once this bull div did play out. So on the 12-hour, it is very strong, right? And it took some nuts, everybody. It took some hanging nuts, right? Nuts in a wheelbarrow kind of nuts to get this entry, right? Because you had a massive sell-off, right? And it took some courage to buy down here. Who bought this wick, baby? Who bought this wick? Who bought this double bottom wick? It takes some courage to do that and to hit the buy button when you are in these areas of extreme greed, this orange, this red area. I guarantee you back there for H-bar, that's what this was looking like right here. That fearful zone when people weren't entirely sure what was going to go on with the space. And that was during a time where H-bar was a lot more speculative, right? Like XRP back at that time was still currently trading around that 50-cent level, right? Nobody knew XRP was gonna, 6x in a matter of, absolutely zero time, right? But look at H-bar, look at the massive move H-bar made, right? From, the election time, this was a massive move for H-bar, 755%, and it can definitely happen again, and it's going to happen when nobody suspects it. Look at the move that happened before. This space lights people up, man. It really does. It really does. It has a way of washing people out of the market. Look at this on the 12-hour time frame. If you zoom back, right? And imagine this pump isn't even here. Would you have bought this coin, right? Look what the market makers did prior to taking this to absolute max highs, right? You were at a all-time, almost at an all-time. You were at the lows. You're at the lows, right? So you're at the lows, right? Not Lowe's, the building store, Lowe's of the prices, right? You came down here. Nobody was expecting. Nobody could tell me that they were expecting. Oh, right here at this time. If anybody would have told me H-bar is about to go to 20 cents from 4 cents, right, in a matter of a month, I would have laughed at them. And so would have everybody else, right? I would have laughed at anybody for XRP the same way. XRP, let's look at XRP before this mammoth move, right? XRP, baby, XRP, let's go. Let's dive into XRP and let's see what happened before this move. Very similar, very similar. Look at this. You were trading down at that 49-cent level. You did have a massive pump up, right? But we've seen this before on XRP. Look at this pump up, back down to the bears, back down to the bears, back down to the bears, back down to the bears. It was nasty, right? If you were going to tell me, oh yeah, this time is, Boys Crypto, this time is different, man. This time XRP is going to go to $3.30 and it's going to happen really quickly. It's going to happen within, the next 2 months, I think. That would have been the craziest thing I ever heard, right? But lo and behold, it happened, right? Donald Trump got in, right? And everybody was so hyped about XRP. It got a massive following institutionally and publicly, right? Everybody and their mom knows about XRP now. And it ripped absolutely to the moon, all the way up to that 288 level and eventually that $3.40 area, right? So you were trading at 40 cents right back here 4 months ago, and today you're currently trading at 5x that price. Find me a stock in the stock market that have done a 5x in the last 3 months. Good luck, right? Very few, if any. So it just shows the strength that XRP has and the following that it has, just the strength behind that. It's really crazy to see XRP making the moves that it is. Shout out to the XRP army. Congratulations to you guys. There's a part of me that wants to say, hey, I wish I didn't miss out on that gravy train, but I did. It just didn't go within my risk management portfolio, and it was struggling with the lawsuit, right? So, in the event that lawsuit lost, in the event that XRP lost a lawsuit, you would not have gotten this bump. It would have absolutely dumped to, you know, back down to these 10 cent, 5 cent levels, and may not even have been a cryptocurrency to begin with. So the risk that was there was so incredibly high, but that leads to massive payoffs in the event you pick you join the right side, right? Whether it be long or short. And there were a lot of shorts build up here for XRP, which allowed us to squeeze massively to the upside, especially people who had shorts open from before that massive lawsuit that hit XRP back in the early 2020s, right? Brandon Bowman, what's up, man? What's up? It's good to see you, dude. You got any questions, drop them in the chat, man. Got any questions, drop them in the chat. Drop me if you got a lady, Brandon Bowman. I want to hear it, man. I want to see it in the chat. I want to see it. Let's see. Maybe I could Google it. Brandon Bowman. Let's see. Brandon Bowman's girlfriend, right? Nah, man, I don't have any pictures of you here, dude. So you gotta get us a picture or something. Get me updated, man. I'm excited to hear from you. I'm excited to hear from you. All right, doesn't show up on Google. Post it up to Google. Let everybody see. All right. All right, April. Thank you. Vertical, baby. Vertical. April with the celebratory marks. Thank you. Thank you. All right, back over here to crypto bubbles. Another thing I wanted to look at. How did the altcoins respond to this? What happened with what happened earlier? Bitcoin did take a couple $1,000 nosedive, but let's see how the altcoins responded here with Bitcoin dominance, baby. Bitcoin dominance. Not surprised. We got a big green candle here on the. Let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour here. Ever since market closed, yeah, we did have that massive green candle right on that market open. Telling us that people were scared, right, for their altcoins when that massive capitulation event happened due to the news event. But since then, we're starting to roll over. I do like this double top. What I'm seeing here for Bitcoin is, or Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance, what is it? Well, it's the measure of the total amount of money that is in the crypto space that's in Bitcoin itself, vice the altcoins, right? So currently, Bitcoin holds 61.17% of the money in the crypto space, but we are aiming to see what we want to see for our altcoin bags, for our altcoin lives. We want to see this break down here. We want to see this breakdown. So let's get rid of this prior work here and let's break it down from the beginning, right? On the 4-hour time frame, I am liking this double top M kind of pattern forming here, right? M's breakdown, right? Just like double bottoms break up, right? 60% of the time, right? You got your little eyes in here, and then you will dump the base, right? You will dump the base of the M pattern, right? I did check the box that said this was not for kids, right? So it is okay that looks like that, right? So it looks like we may be coming down to this target here at that 60.6% level, right? Maybe even to test that 4-hour 200 SMA, a key area for Bitcoin to drop below, for Bitcoin dominance to drop below, and maybe we could get, since we had this rejection here at this high volume VRVP area, right? Maybe we could get this fall to the next one. Is this the beginning of alt season? It is entirely possible. Let's pull a fib here. Let's see where we ended up with a bearish Fibonacci. We're gonna pull it from the so from bottom to top, right? From the bull's perspective, you did get that 706 retracement right in between. What's the 706? The area right between the 618 and 786 that traders do speculate on a reversal to the upside. We did get that, but whenever you're speculating on bullishness, right, you have to consider the bearish scenario, right? So let's take this from the high to the low. And let's see, right? We did get that reaction off the 786 from the bullish perspective, right? The 786 from the bearish perspective sits all the way up here at 63.5%. Is that indicating that we are going to get a massive move up here before we start rejecting? I don't know. I see some weakness here in the chart. I do not like, what I love for the altcoins is this massive shooting star pattern that often indicates a period of reversal. It did right here. It did right here, right? It did right here, where altcoins started to take over, right? And where that risk on really started to take over in the market. So what I want to see is this double top play out, come down to the head right here, and test this 4-hour 200 SMA. Let's dive into the daily. Let's see where we stand at, right? You can speculate on this becoming some sort of flag here, some sort of flag on the daily. So we will be keeping very close track of that. You kind of have to use the wick there. Yeah. You got to use the wick, right? Big wicks, big wicks. All right. You may get a break to the upside here from this flag. If that happens, rest in peace to the altcoins, right? But as these flags do form, they do have a chance of rolling over out of the bottom, right? We'll clone it here and we'll flip it to the side. All right, so you do have a chance of these flags breaking down, right? Just like you have a chance of them breaking up. Just because they break up 60% of the uptime, it's 60% of the time. And this is a speculative idea, right? This flag still hasn't formed out yet because you don't have 2 touches on either side, right? You do kind of have like a double bottom right there, but this is a really speculative idea, everybody. What I want to see is on the 4 hour for this double top to roll over on us, right? Get down to this 4 hour 200 SMA, see some relief in the altcoins, baby, and start this alt season that everybody's been waiting for. This weekend is the perfect opportunity for that, right? Because everybody's sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, right? But looking around at the next 100x gems. And if you get that 100x gem potential right on your radar, and Bitcoin dominance starts to fall, you could potentially catch the bottom of those projects that you really, really like. So that is something that I am speculating on here in the near future, everybody, in the near future. Let's look at total 3. Total 3 coming up. Total 3 is the measure of all altcoins with the exception of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Probably taking a massive beatdown, baby, massive beatdown, and it is, right? So let's get rid of our prior work here and let's break it down on the 4 hour time frame. Why am I looking at the 4 hour time frame? Well, it's kind of a medium term time frame. It kind of gives me a look of the past couple of days / weeks, right? With each candle representing 4 hours of time. I do like the 4 hour time frame a lot. If I look at the daily, right, you kind of get the bigger picture, but the daily takes such a long time to play out, right? And you could say that this was a double top here, right? Was this a double top? Well, you could take your target of the double top, the M pattern that we formed right here, right? Whoop, whoop. Oh, I gotta make that yellow, man. I gotta make that yellow to be able to see it. Boop. All right, so our brush should be yellow right now. All right, cool. So you have that bottom support line, right? You broke through. Where are you going? You're going to the target from top to bottom, right? And you broke the trend line and you came down right to about the target, right? To a key support level, the daily 200 SMA on total 3, right? So that looked like to me, it played out, you know, it looked like to me, it played out. You had a high volume node right here. We caught support. And since then we have bounced. We have bounced, baby, bounced. And on the daily, you know, you're kind of looking at something similar to Bitcoin. You're looking for this falling wedge, right? To me, it looks like we're still in the falling wedge. Bitcoin's looks a little better, to be honest with you. But total 3, we will be keeping track of this on the channel as we go about the next couple of days. So we'll be keeping track of that. But on the 4 hour time frame, baby, on the 4 hour time frame, we are looking for an imminent reversal. Why, boys crypto? Why are we saying that? Why are we saying that? Well, we do have this nice cup and handle forming, and it looks to me, and we went over this the other day on the channel, that we bounced off the 786 region, and boom, 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 we got an 886 retrace, right? We got an 886 retrace, not uncommon for the altcoins, right? To get a little bit of a deeper retrace than Bitcoin. We had that pump up. We caught it at the 786, right? And now we're pumping up. Is that the reaction, the last reaction that we need, right? Currently sitting, let's see, let's get a whole picture right here. Currently sitting on top of this high volume node right here, likely that we're going to come up to the next one, right? It's like rolling a ball off the hill, right? Are we going to come back up and test that $920 billion level for total 3? I sincerely hope so. My Ethereum long is heavily hedging on it. We're making a little bit of a comeback here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Ethereum. Come on, Vitalik Buterin. It is crazy that, you know, you're taking trades. You guys ever see what this guy looks like? Look at this. Oh my gosh. The guy weighs like 95 pounds, right? And people put their whole net worth. In someone that looks like this. This is crazy. It looks like he was vacuum sealed when he was born. And it never came back from that. Hairline kind of, look, the hairline and M pattern, kind of like what Ethereum formed. You got that M pattern, you got that nice M, and we broke down to the downside, right? Long neck, and we hit the target right here at this, you know, ugly blue shirt. But it's, yeah, some people to speculate, that Vitalik Buterin is, you know, not working as hard in the space just because he's seen a lot of meme coins and stuff like that and do a lot of pump and dump, and he's very frustrated with the space right now. But some people have their entire net worth in a guy that looks like this, so it's pretty funny. But that's what our trade is going. Go Vitalik, go! I believe in you, brother. I believe in you. So that's kind of what we're looking at for Ethereum right here. This is where the trade sits currently at minus $166. At the beginning of the stream, is about almost at minus 200. So it is looking like it is going to recover here in the near term, right? Let's pull it up one last time. Let's look at the Ethereum trade one last time. right? One less little sadness before I go to work on my videos for the night. But baby, it looks good. It looks good. We're still ranging in this area, right? We're still ranging in this area. I like this double bottom that we caught here for Ethereum. We're looking at the 4-hour time frame again. We got that double bottom, right? That comes up, it breaks the neckline here, and we will be heading to much higher prices here for Ethereum, which would absolutely blindside everybody after this FTX, or not FTX, but after this cryptocurrency hack. The biggest hack that's ever happened in the cryptocurrency space did happen today, everybody. It's not really hanging out in the news that much. It is a lot on Twitter, but it was the biggest one. It was the biggest hack ever, which is crazy. I don't know how North Korea did it. I didn't even know they had computers, honestly. So let's see if we can get back up to that 4-hour 200 SMA sitting at about 29.20 for Ethereum. I believe it is very likely. We do have, it's not bullish divergence or anything sitting here on the charts right now, but it does look like a nice healthy double bottom that is sitting here. We're going to put that on the chart so that we could examine it tomorrow, and let's see if we get wrecked, or we are in the big money tomorrow when we come in on the stream. This is also an area of contention, right? You do have a resistance area sitting here that we did hit perfectly, right? And we're sitting right underneath this high volume node, a critical area for Ethereum to get back above if we want to see higher prices. But we have been ranging, baby. We've been ranging. I'm going to be tracking this throughout the night, throughout the week, throughout the month. If we keep going sideways in this range, like, that is also another possibility, right? So we will be keeping all of that on our radar. Any last questions in the chat? Drop them in, everybody. Drop them in. I love talking to each and every single one of you. Thank you for your support tonight. I'm so glad, so happy that all of y'all are here. Another announcement for those who are dropping in a little late. We have our stream moving to 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time, starting on Monday night, baby. On Monday night. Why are we doing that? Because my friend Chris, PMG Crypto, does stream at 11 at the same time, and he rakes in a lot of viewers. So I want to be able to grow this community and be able to have an environment that those viewers can enjoy our stream as well and get both those perspectives before they dive in and make any further investing decisions, right? I want everybody to have as much knowledge as possible before doing any kind of investing or trading themselves. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here for your entertainment purposes only. But 9:30 Central Time, baby. Everybody put it in your calendars. I'm excited to see you all there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here on this nightly live stream. Keep up to date with me on my Twitter account at boyscrypto102. If you're interested in trading, TradingView, or trading with me on Blowfin, join with my links below in the description. I am very excited to see you all there. Thank you so much for sharing your Saturday early bird morning with me. I am excited to see you guys later in the video and tonight for the nightly live stream. We'll be going over more trades, more investments, and speculative ideas to get us out of this range, baby. What do we have to do? Stick with me on Twitter. I will keep you updated throughout the day. Until next time, everybody, thank you for joining me. Your love and support is very much appreciated. Drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe, baby. Turn on those notifications. I love you guys. Enjoy your night. Boys Crypto is